All right, y'all, something a little different. We're going to go over Motortrend's top 20 JDM cars of all time, right? Now, obviously, this is opinions. Anytime you read articles like this, it is an opinion, right? And of course, you got the all favorite Supra, right? Top secrets, just Supra in general, right? But we're gonna go over some other cars right here. But these are the top 20 according to Motor Trend. All right, so the most popular builds Super Street has featured from Japan over the years, which was kind of what we've been going over. The magazines, you could literally go to their digital magazine archive, which is where what I'm using, and go to Super Street, and you can follow along. But I'm basically doing an hour long, hour and a half, more like an hour and a half, to go over these magazines because they had some cool stuff back in the day, right? They had some cool stuff in the back of the day. But we're gonna go over the most popular Super Streets builds that they have posted, featuring from Japan, ranging from Civic, Skylines, S chassis, RX-7s, AE86, and more. Right. So first off the list, what JDM listicle would be complete without giving props to cars that have given our and consequently your eyes a proverbial over the years? All right. So Supra, what is going on with this one? Top secret Supra, right? So this one, let's see. All right. We're going to go over Supras in a second. They start off with this one. 2008 Honda Civic Mugen RR, or the double R, right? Sounds cooler when you say double R, right? Look at that spoiler. Everything about this Honda is pretty dope. Like, I like it. It's clean, it's tasteful, it says JDM. Right hand drive, hood, red emblem, double R. Uh, got the fog lights, blacked out wheels, nice little kit on it. It's clean. The FD2R was the first of four doors and the limited edition Mugen double R version. Limited edition. Is that the limited edition? Of which only 300 were produced. Pooped all over the USDM Mugen SI. Really. Available in just one color, Milano Red, the hotted up Type R was faster around the Tsukuba circuit when its factory counterpart by some 2 seconds. And we still think the double R is the Mugen Civic we wish Honda would have sold here in the States. That's why JDM cars are just so unique, right? They're over there. They only made them over there, and you can only get stuff over there. So if you want this kind of thing, you got to get it from over there, right? And that's the whole cool part of it, right? The mods, Mugen, everything, camshafts, valve springs, ram air intake, large capacity intake box, 4-to-1 exhaust manifold, high flow catalytic converter, straight pipe. You wish. Straight type silencer, middle, dual exhaust, carbon intake manifold cover, 5-way adjustable suspension, slotted rotors, brake lines, and carbon air ducts for front brakes. 18-inch Mugen aluminum wheels, Bridgestone Potenzas, and aluminum hood, carbon fiber front bumper and grille, fog lights, side skirts, fender trim, carbon adjustable rear wing, and gurney flap. Rear under spoiler with air diffuser, rear fog lights, Mugen Edition carbon Recaro reclining seats, shifter, shift knob, tachometer, meter gauges, water temp, oil and temp and pressure, and sport pedals and a footrest. All right, so there's your Mugen. There is your Mugen version double R 2008 Honda Civic. Only 300 were these produced. If you've got one, share it. If you got one, share it. All right. 1996 Toyota Supra RZ, the JZA80. In an exercise to show off its hurtling, solid, and joker line of affordable aero, Varis proves again it still has the magic touch. The subtle HS and J body sculpting and use of Iridics front fenders and BMW lime rock gray paint on this demo 880 owned by this guy, preceded an even more aggressive looking package from Varis, the Supreme Wide Body Kit. Right? Not bad. Not bad. I like the original look of the Supra's front end with like a little spoiler on it. That's just me being clean. But this one's got a pretty aggressive front end. Like it matches the lines of the headlights, which is kind of cool, and so forth. It does have this more aggressive style of the JDM version stock side skirts. They got this little dip, right, and it comes back a little bit. I'll show y'all on mine when I get it out and do a little review on what's going on with mine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The mods: HKS intercooler and intake, Amuse R1 Titan exhaust, HKS FCON IS and boost controller, Blitz coilovers, IKEA Formula front, rear, upper look control arms, original run deuce front and rear big brakes, Volk Racing Saga wheels, Bridgestone Potentas, very popular, hurtling solid and Joker front bumper, side skirts, rear bumper, and rear spoiler, Varis front hood, Riddick's front fenders, Dulux side mirrors. The Dulux side mirrors, I mean, they worked. But yeah, I mean, stock lines on a Supra, you just can't go wrong with it. But obviously, if you modify it, you kind of throw the aggressive look at it. The mirrors work with the front end. The mirrors work. Everything is just geometrical, right? Everything is, it flows. It flows. I'm happy with it. Riddick's front fenders, Dulux side mirrors, lime rock gray custom paint. So if you like that gray, that's what it is. Lime rock gray. Recaro SPG GK seats, Nardi steering wheel, shift knob, roll cage, Eclipse head unit. All right, that's not an Eclipse like it comes out of an Eclipse head unit. That's the name brand of it. Ooh, a 1996 Nissan 180SX Type X S13. Happy wife, happy life. The S13 was destined. Hold on, let me squeeze this picture up here. The S13 was destined to be a drift missile, but only this guy sweet talked her hubby, her, who happens to be an auto body repair tech as well as a bona fide enthusiast, into creating this driftable showpiece. Those 19-inch raised Nismo rims from a Z34, 17 years, its junior, are a nice touch too. So S13 with 19-inch wheels. Do you like that look? Or would you like a little bit smaller, like 18-inch? I probably do. I'd probably run 18s. 19s is a little like overboard, but if you're looking for a showpiece, that works. The mods: an HKS GT Turbo intercooler, custom exhaust, Silk Road exhaust manifold, truss head gasket, tubbed and shaved engine bay, Nismo limited slip differential clutch flywheel, Apexi Power FC HKS shocks, Swift Springs Nismo and arms Alcon front brakes, front and rear Nismo Z34 wheels, Nitto tires, custom metal fenders, widened in total 250 millimeters in the front and 400 millimeters in the rear. So there you go. Widened 250 up front, 400 in the rear. Bride seats, Momo steering wheel, 6-point roll cage, FET shift knob, and an S15 dashboard. Weird. Still rocking it. I don't like these mirrors. They kind of just flare up a little bit. Like, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. But altogether, I can't hate the build. It works. It's a freaking S13, y'all. All right. Getting into Hondas. EF Honda Civics. These EFs are about as grassroots JDM as they come. The stories of no good racing crews, blah, 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 from Osaka and their loyalty to the boxy Civic platform takes us back to why we got into this stuff in the first place and puts perspective on the big goals of chasing that tuner life, right? So from the beginnings, the square body Hondas, when you first see these cars stock form, you're like, ugh, right? And then when somebody tunes them and they're like putting them to their potential, you kind of have to appreciate what goes on behind these builds, right? So the 90 Honda Civic B18C. June camshafts, valve springs, retainers, slide cam sprockets. Wow, this guy went, all tuned with the engine here. Toyota Timon belt, skunk 2 composite fuel rail, 380cc injectors, fuel pressure regulator, custom intake pipe, head porting, exhaust system, spoon, high tension cord, radiator hoses, Mugen exhaust manifold, wire, mil spec wiring harness, XD, hyper single VF clutch, ATS third, fourth, fifth gear close ratio set to 1.5 way clutch, type 2 limited slip differential, Apexy Power FC, Mechadoc coilovers, I've never heard of that, Cusco tower bar, seam welding, spot rivets, right? Some Volk Racing TE37 wheels with some Yokohama Advans on them, custom blue paint. All right, I guess we're talking about that one right there. Exceed carbon fiber hood, custom headlight duct fenders and rear bumpers. Fuel safe fuel cell, custom roll cage, fuse and relay box, switch panel, swirl pot, Shirai battery, Defy gauges, bride seats, HKS circuit attack counter lap timer. So if you hear any of these names in these builds with these parts, a lot of times they came from Japan, right? These were Japanese companies that didn't make it over here. So JDM at its best. The 91 Eco exhaust, the Ziegen header, Cusco oil catch can, exited clutch, 1.5 way clutch, blah, blah, blah. Spoon Sports ECU, Megadoc coilover, Skunk 2 front and upper arms, EF9 rotors, calipers, right? These are almost the same, but this one has a custom Clubman race theme paint, charge speed, bucket seats, roll cage, no good racing steering wheel, and ASR hub. All right. Throwback. What do we have here? All right. We are lucky to have a couple of living legends building on this list, and this is one of them. This guy's FC3S for the 27 Tokyo Auto Salon. This is what he presented. The modern day refresh includes a Cosmo 20B tri-rotor engine swap for that wow factor. Mass appeal, these mods are not, but then again, a car like this isn't for the masses. It doesn't need to be. All right, look at that. Look at this thing. Look how these mufflers just dump. That's pretty cool. Like this screams Japanese like crazy. Got all the writing, Endless Bride, Enkai, probably the Springs, Yokohama, some name brands, some Japanese brands. I mean, this was the thing to do. Right, so this Mazda Cosmo 20B tri-rotor engine conversion. RE MME 45 millimeter exhaust manifold, 70 millimeter to 60 millimeter custom exhaust. Mazda RX-8 6-speed transmission. Ogura clutch, metal single plate clutch. OS Jiken RE blah blah blah. Super lock limited slip differential. RE Mamiya. Extreme Link ECU with custom tune. All right, so he's got a little tune there. Custom endless coilovers with swift springs, endless brakes with 6 piston front calipers. All right, some Enkai wheels, Yokohama Advance, custom green paint, and Bride Exis 3 seats. Custom RE Mamiya quick release and a AIM cluster strata meters. We can't see any of these photos on the inside. It'd be cool to kind of go through the builds of what they had, but we'll probably hit them up in the magazines in the future as we come across these. So that would be cool. We can kind of see a little bit on the inside. The green with the bronze colored wheels or the gold wheels, like, it works, right? It works. It's not for everybody, but it works, right? In the whole grand scheme of things, we like it. All right, a 1993 and a 2000 Mazda RX-7, right? These things look wild. First thing that I see is these massive, massive rear spoilers. Look at these. They are about to take off. This one's like Formula One kind of stuff. Jesus. Chameleon paint job. The letters on the advertisers on the sides. These purple wheels. Man, good Lord. There's a lot going on. 2000 Mazda RX-7 has a T04S turbo V-mount intercooler, R33 Skyline fuel pump, Cusco hyper single clutch, quick shift, Apexi Power FC, HKS EVC boost controller, 03 coilovers from Cusco, Satori Works knuckles, JIC reinforced tie rods, Volk Racing wheels with some Dunlops on them, bride seats, Saito Racing roll cage, GT wide body fenders, front bumper GT wing, rear diffuser from Amamiya. I think that's a Japanese company. Car Shop Glow LED front, because I've never heard of that company in the United States. Maybe they were, I don't know. Car Shop Glow LED front combination lamp, LED tail lamp, rear ducktail, Scoot Sports hood. I wish we could see, but we just can't. But you can obviously see that these things are, this is wild. Like, this is just absolutely built wild. Holy crap. The 93 RX-7 has all this stuff. Good Lord have mercy. Balanced rotors, treated 3-piece apex seals, HKS Racing suction V-mount intercooler setup with night sports spray. I bet you this is this one. We're about to find out. Truss front pipe, air separation tank, R-Magic, and mid pipe, dolphin tail rear pipe, super now pulleys, power steering cap, car shop glow oil filler cap, Cusco catch tank, fuel pump, 850cc injectors, OSG can 5-speed cross mission, exiting metal single clutch, 4-to-1 final gear, Mazda speeds, 2-way Zest Racing spec, limited slip differential, Zest Racing reinforced plant frame, Apexi Power FC boost controller, right? We're seeing that in a lot of these things. This was probably the thing back then. Car Shop Glow GT spec coilovers, super now upper and lower links, long arm stabilization brackets, tie rods front. So we've got a lot of suspension built, endless brake pads, brake lines, Volk Racing wheels with some Yokohama Advans, 80 facer front N105 front bumper, GTAD wide body, headlights, pro rear diffuser, 80 carbon fiber hood, side steps, garage, Kagutano front under panel, LED front combination amps, LED lamps, rear ducktail, rear diffuser, 310 millimeter wing end plates. 310 millimeter wing end plates. Those are those. Right? Those are those. Vortex 1700 millimeter GT wings, Zest Racing GT wing stands, Craft square side mirrors. Nope, we're talking about this one. We're talking about that one. I like this one. It's not like overdone, but it's got the biggest list in it, which is kind of cool. This one is just freaking wild. I don't like all this, but man, it's wild. I take it. I take it though. I would take it though. Craft square side mirrors, super now tow hook, pearl brown paint, speedometer, shift knob, HKS attacker lap timer, Recaro SPG seats, and Super Turismo steering wheel. All right, so there you go. The Nissan S13, all right, a 1993 camber pop-ups. If you're a fan of pop-ups, let me know. Um, why is this one so crazy? This one has a 2.2 liter SR20 DET blacktop engine, right? HKS H-beam connecting rods, pistons, fully stroke balanced crank power Enterprise 1.5 millimeter head gasket, 272 cams. Are they sure? Are they sure? Tomei B-type valve springs, hypertuned 80 millimeter throttle body. So got a lot of engine mods here. Fuel pump regulator, 800 cc injectors, a GCG 3076 turbo and wastegate, high spec intercooler, waste, WPC treated oil pump, air intake, radiator, all track 45 millimeter exhaust manifold, custom exhaust turbo outlet, and front pipe. So definitely half of this thing is just built on the inside. I see some bride seats with a roll cage. Look at that roll cage. Kind of unique, right? A little design on the roll cage. I like it. Be different. Get away, Supra. Be different, right? Nismo Super Carbon twin clutch flywheel and 411 GT limited slip differential, Blitz controller, a boost controller at that, HKS Hypermax 3 special version coilovers, Nismo strut bar, IKEA formula. It just sounds funny when I say IKEA. IKEA, right? If I say Japanese, it's probably like IKEA. IKEA. Formula control arms, spot welded chassis, OE Skyline R33 type calipers. So Nissan be swapping some parts on these things with Skylines, right? Rotors, pads, Workmeister M1R wheels. All right, we can't see those wheels, but there they are with some Federal tires. KIS front lip spoiler, side skirts, rear bumper canards, rear diffuser, over fenders, and trunk spoiler. Nardi steering wheel, Bride, Zeta 3 seats, Defy tachometer, and gauges. So nice little touch. Don't like cambers, but to each his own. It just would have been cool if you didn't do this. Sorry, guys. I don't like it, but it is what it is. All right, so there you go. There's that build. There's your idea. Top secret. We've already gone over this one in the previous magazines. I forgot what episode it was, but the 1GC FE 5000cc engine, HKS GT 2540 turbine, 2 times, right? So it's still kept as a twin turbo. HKS blow off valve, wastegates, secret custom intake plenum with twin 80 millimeter throttle bodies, ARC intercooler, radiator, custom mount, rear mount, the JZ A80 Getrag transmission, Cusco 1.5 limited slip differential, ORC clutch, top secret coilovers with Roberuta cup kit, Volk Racing 19s on the front and rear with Bridgestone Potenzas, Greddy G-Rex 8 piston 380 millimeter front, 4 piston 350 millimeters in the rear, top secret super G-Force Wangang wide body kit. Includes front and rear bumper side steps, 35 millimeter and 50 millimeter rear wide fenders, HID headlight housings with IPF lights, top secret carbon aero bonnet, and with bonnet pins. That's the hood. Aero mirrors by Ganador with LED, GT rear wing. All right, so you got this GT rear wing. Top secret exclusive paint with top secret 2 paint and bodywork, MSR graphics, Bride, GS leather seats, Takata harnesses, top secret steering wheel, shift knob, Defy, super sports cluster, and a navigation. So there you go, top secret, right? This thing is just out of this world cool. I like it. What is this? This is a R35 GTR powered minivan. Turbocharged box on wheels. Look at that. This is weird, man. This is freaking wild. Look at that. Let's just put a van on top of a GTR, or put the heart of a GTR in a van. A VR38DE double T engine swap, truss intercooler, 3.0 liter diesel manual transmission, OS Jekin clutch, flywheel differential, link ECU, MXS Strata tachometer, coilovers from Connection, Final Connection, AP Racing Pro 5000s, plus 6 piston calipers, 19 by 19s in the 3-piece wheels. Advance kit racing bumper, kits racing bumpers, CRS hood, over fenders, URAS rear spoiler, Recaro seats, Nardi steering wheel, reupholstered red interior. So yeah, this is one of those builds that you see in Japan, definitely, for sure. 2010 Honda Accord Tourer. Love at first sight. Honda Accord. What is going on here? Is that the Acura symbol? What is happening? What is... It's a wagon. I'm a huge fan of wagons. Like, they're freaking dope. All right, let's read what it's got. Oh, K28. Type R valve cover. All right, so we got an OEM K28 Type R valve cover. I was all excited. Alternator bracket alternator. I hope it has an alternator. Air conditioning compressor. An AC compressor. What is happening? All right, Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold, Alpha Series header, K-tuned fuel rail, coil pack cover, tensioner, bracket, mufflers, OEM Acura, RDX Denso injectors, Mishimoto aluminum radiator, very popular, transmission oil cooler, reserve tank, custom exhaust, a wire tuck, shaved engine bay. All right. HKSF Con IS, custom coilover, sway bars, front upper control arms, Voodoo 13 rear control arm, front lower control arms, big brake kit with running 19s, Arcane Legend wheels with high polish with titanium hardware. All right, so there's your Arcane Legend wheels. Running on some Nitto tires, an OEM Acura TSX wagon front bumper. There it is. I was confused. I was like, what do you... Blah, blah, blah. So this is an Accord with an OEM Acura TSX wagon front bumper. Rear bumper, headlights, front grille, taillights, rear gate panel, roof antenna mirrors, front underbody spoiler, side underbody spoiler, body side molding, door handle frames, all glass windshield wipers, and arms. So, they should have just bought a TSX wagon. It's crazy. You got two cars right there. Crazy. An OEM Milano red paint, black chrome grille emblem, side window moldings, door harness or door handles, status racing SRA icon seats and harnesses, suede and leather diamond stitch seats, door panels, OEM Acura TSX leather steering wheel, leather shift knob, SRS airbag, hazard switch, steering wheel hands-free switch, sun visor, upper console, home link switch. Home link is just your garage door opener. Sometimes they have 3 buttons, so you can program your garage door, your lights, or you can, whatever you got home, the automation to your home. You can turn the lights on, you can unlock your front door, whatever. Scuff plate, dimmer switch, turn signal stalk, passenger airbag warning light, ELS system, rear pillar garnish, gauge cluster, window switch, AC switch panel, and a center console with a side brake handle. Sweet. All right, bro. 1998 Nissan Skyline 25 GT and a 1995 180 SX. There's something about Nissan. So we got a 1998 25 GT. It looks like it's got GTR fenders. We'll get into that, but just looking at this, the GTRs had wider fenders. Obviously this is a different spoiler, but a taller spoiler. Y'all know GTRs. We'll kind of go over that. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. These wheels, bro, these wheels. What is happening? This is backwards than this. All right. Looks like we got two builds that are, they look pretty dope, to be honest. We'll see. Let's see. All right, let's go over this 1998 Skyline 25 GT Turbo. It's got an RB26DE double T swap, a Trust T7833D Turbo, lift 9.1 cam, 3-layer intercooler surge tank, Nismo adjustable fuel pressure regulator, reinforced fuel pump, reinforced 720cc injectors, a Buddy Club stainless muffler with removed silencer. Right, got to take them silencers out. Can't have exhaust being silenced. OS and triple plate clutch, KAAZ 2-way differential, 4.9 final gear, reinforced mission mount, HKS FCOM V Pros, seen that before, EVC5 AF knock amplifiers, a BNR 34 GTR V-Spec speedometer and tachometer. Bro, I bet you those are kind of hard to find, right? You just can't just buy these. I would think. I haven't researched, but if you're gonna find an R34 GTR V-Spec, I can't imagine that this is gonna be cheap. A Defy Link meter, Apex N1 damper pro coilovers, a Swift 14K front, 12K rear springs, custom pillow ball tension rods, front and rear adjustable upper arms, Hikes cancel rods, slotted and dimpled front rotors, BNR 32 drilled rear rotors. Right, so they're stealing off the R30, R32, I think. Yeah, rear rotors. Project Moo HC pads and side shoes, Nismo braided lines, some Graham Lights 57CR wheels. Never heard of those. Glossy black driver, gun blue 2-passenger. Running on some Dunlop DeRezas. 30mm and 40mm rear spacers. Top secret front bumper with custom ducts. All right, so they modified the top secret front bumper for this R34. Let's see. Z-Tune GTR hood. Urus Z-Tune front fenders, Nismo side steps and style over fenders, OEM BNR 34 rear bumper, Blitz rear wing, Ganador Aero mirrors, custom fiber, carbon fiber front under panel, side panels, canards, rear diffuser, diffuser fin, rear fender deflectors. A lot going on in that rear. OEM QM1 white paint with rainbow flakes. So QM1, I believe, is the OEM paint code. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm reading that right. Recaro SPG drivers. I'm going to miss Recaro. I'm going to miss Recaro. Recaro's loss of a major contract led to bankruptcy. Who was it? Recaro will likely never tell whose pullout led to its bankruptcy. So, but what can we speculate? Recaro's recent bankruptcy account announcement was a stunner, right? So Recaro filed for bankruptcy. Since 1906, right? The company encountered significant financial difficulties due to extreme price increases in recent crisis years and the loss of a major contract. The effects of legacy products and business operations impacted the development of new products offering during offerings during a regional reduction in vehicle purchase spend. 2,600 employees, right? Who pulled out? Of course, Ricardo won't say, citing client confidentiality and privacy concern, but we're going to take a guess anyway. I'm putting my freshest, least crumpled dollar bill on the Volkswagen Group. Why not bet more? Maybe if inflation weren't a thing, just because I lived in Vegas doesn't mean I spent time at the casino. So they're blaming Volkswagen. Looking at Ricardo's own list of cars it supplied seats for, there are a whole lot of discontinued models on there. But among the VW group entries, a big proportion are vehicles that have recently been discontinued or are about to go away, namely the Audi R8 and Porsche 718. All 8 Audis listed, in fact, are variants of the defunct R8, while out of the 7 Porsches listed, 3 are 718s. Neither of these vehicles were high-volume products, but don't forget the motorsport side of things. All right, so they're blaming VW, Volkswagen, right, for their bankruptcy. Just a little side note. So Recaro, right? Recaro, poor Recaro, gonna have to find a different route. Personal pole position steering wheel, 7-point roll cage. That is your build there, right? Can't see the roll cage from that picture. I wish they could show us more right now, but we can't. Let's see. Got a little spoon going on there. 1995 180 SX. Got that SR20 DET in there. Stainless exhaust manifold, turbo outlet pipe, front pipe cat replacement, 80mm titanium muffler with a dolphin tail tip. Gotta have them dolphins tails in there. Aluminum pulley kit, ORC metal single clutch, cast two-way differential. Seen that before, 4.6 final gear. So they kind of copied this thing. Reinforced mission mount, short shifter, rigid differential, and subframe mounts. Boost controllers, some suspension parts, OEM ECR 33 calipers, BNR 32 rotors. What's going on with these BNR 32 N1 rotors? Why is Nissan talking about these? Why are people swapping? What do we got? What do we got? $12.99, boys and gentlemen, ladies and girls. Brake pads and rotors off an R32, BNR 32. Probably had to go to a forum and kind of read about that, but I guess they're pretty good, right? Maybe they just look cool, right? Maybe they just look cool. The rotors and calipers and pads and stuff. To each his own. I'm not going to get into that right now, but Project Mu, HC pads, braided lines, Volks Racing, right? They're Volk Racings. Wheels, custom colored. Look black to me. Carbon fiber hood with garage mac vents, origin Labo front and rear over fenders, custom side steps, rear bumper, craft square carbon fiber mirrors, custom carbon fiber under panel, fender deflector, side panels, canards, rear differ, flat bottom under tray, bride bucket seats, Sabelt 4-point harnesses, Momo steering wheel, classic, Nismo shift knob, 8-point roll cage, a relocated AC control panel. Nice. Nice. All right. There you go. All right. Our favorite, EK9. The EK9 is arguably the pinnacle of sport compact high performance for the Big H in the 1990s. And this guy's Honda Touch hatchback maxes out the chassis' potential as a daily driver that can do track work too. This build story is already 11 years old, and it's not over yet. All right. There's our Honda B16. B16A and the B16B have a special plate in my heart. They do. With a 12:4:1 compression ratio, Total Racing 0.6 millimeter head gasket, camshafts, valve springs, forged connecting rods, forged pistons, oil pump, M&M Honda cross mission intake chamber, 50 millimeter exhaust manifold, 60 millimeter titanium exhaust. Modified this aluminum radiator, Koyorad. I've heard of Koyorads. I heard good things about them. Toyota Racing metal single clutch, seen that, with a flywheel 471 final drive with an ATS 1.5 Wade LSD. Apexy Power FC with an M&M Honda spec Oland coilovers with 20K in the front, 16 rear. M&M Honda strut bar, roll center adjuster tie rods, spot welded frame, 16 by 8.5 inch 5-work Seeker GX Candy red wheels. Eh? Eh? Candy red wheels? Eh? 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 Hmm? What's happening? Maybe this is an updated. Maybe you got that, but the picture don't show candy red wheels. An M&M Honda with some Yokos on it. M&M Honda hyper wide body kit, front bumper side skirts, rear diffuser, hood, flat bottom diffuser, bride seats, Takana harnesses, and a Momo NSXR steering wheel. Got to steal a Momo out of an NSXR, right? To 5 meters. So there you go. Wide body. Wide body. Hood pans. All right. The 1986 Toyota Sprinter Trueno, however you want to say it. Man, the AE86. Do you need to even ask? All right, favorite. Is this your favorite? Let me know. Tech Arts 1.8 liter 7AG AE 111 head with a 7AFE block. Camshafts, timing belt, pistons, rods, pulleys, engine mount brackets, large capacity curl funnel, exhaust manifold, direct ignition kit, radiator, Total Racing valve springs, head gasket, SRD fuel pump, K1 planning exhaust, Citrab 34 roll intercooler, oil cooler, Trust oil element relocation kit. So they spent a lot of time in the engine here. Tech Arts N2 cross mission gears with a custom 7AG carbon clutch, solid shift lever. Motec M84 ECU, Tech Arts, and Aragosta coilovers. I believe those are Japanese. Polyurethane bushings, lower control arm, stabilizer bar. A lot of these control arm stuff, that was huge back then because you wanted handling, right? You were like, yeah, I need to upgrade all this for better handling. Stock suspension was already old. Things were busting. They were skinny. They weren't thick. They were, all this stuff. So everybody upgraded those. Workmeister. Got the works on there, the CR01 wheels, 15 inches. Impulse carbon fiber roof. A roof. Custom carbon fiber hood. Well, custom dry carbon hood, carbon gate trunk, TRD wing, Bride King seats, rails, Schroth harnesses, TRD steering wheel, shift knob, and Tech Arts leather dash panel. So this guy loved this car. Pretty dope. I like it. It works, right? It's your car that you didn't care what anybody thought. You just tuned it, you drove it, and you liked it. You loved it. All right, Spoon Sports Honda EAT Civic. You thought you knew. All right, it is interesting. Square body spoon. Isn't that crazy? Like these headlights, this is 80s all day long. This is nuts. This is nuts. Naturally aspirated ZC engine 1.6 liter dock. Spoon valve cover, aluminum oil pan, oil cap, reservoir cover, straight piped exhaust, megaphone type, right? This thing is loud. Custom header with spring flange joints, NGK spark plug wires, gray sealer paint, Caheen ECU, 5-speed close ratio transmission, Showa struts, custom aluminum roll cage, front torsion bars and rear springs, front strut tower bar. All right. Let's see. Rear sway bars, spherical end links, adjustable panhard rod, air jacks. We talked about that in a couple episodes back. Single lug conversion, Nissan calipers. I always say I want to say Nissan, but it's Nissan calipers, adjustable proportioning valve, 2-piece drilled rotors, 15 by 8s in the front and 6.5s in the rear, center locking Ankai wheels with 205/55 R15 vintage Yokohama Advan tires, flat panel underneath car, Spoon Sports paint scheme, decals, windshield banner, tow hooks, EC Works Type A mirrors, hood pins, fender mounted air jack wand, custom gauges, Spoon Sports first gen steering wheel, carbon Kevlar bucket seat, and Simpson harness. I've heard of them. Custom seat brackets, battery kill switch. Right? So, roll cage peeking out. Pretty dope. Spoon Sports paint scheme. Spoon Sport paint scheme. Try to say that 3 times fast. It works, right? It screams Honda. Automatic transmission. All right. Nissan Skyline GTT, the GF ER34. Gotta love these. Nismo radiator. Intercooler. Just love the front end of these things. Man, it's so cool. What happens when you're young and broke? You buy one of these. This is an RB25DET Neo. Hoa. Dual muffler, Nismo clutch, GT LSD Pro, SR Sports racing dampers, 326 power springs with an IKEA front, Formula front upper control arms, and tension rods. Euro mode 30mm lower control arm extensions. 18s in the front. All right, with some Sanu tires. It's got spacers. Nismo Z-Tune style front fenders. All right. Can't see those, but we'll get into that when we reach those, I hope. And a front bumper. Okuba factory front diffuser, rear over fenders. Why do the coolest cars have the less mods? ZSS carbon fiber hood, BNR 34 rear bumper, tail light covers. Tail lamp covers, BNR 34 style side steps. Urus roof spoiler, D-Max S15 style trunk spoiler. D-Max S15 style trunk spoiler. Wonder what that looks like. So there you go. It's like a duck bill. Right? Your duck bill style. East Bear rear under spoiler. OE Nissan Cloud white QM1 paint. Bucket seats. Momo steering wheel. Razzo shift knob. And Blitz turbo timer. Love the front end of this thing. Gotta get you a GTT. It ain't about the GTRs. Right? You also got to throw some love at the GTTs. These are turboed beasts. Right? Not everybody can afford a GTR right now, but good Lord, you can reach out and touch somebody with a GTT. Right? Now, don't go making it GTR body kits and GTR, fakes. Keep it real, right? Keep it real. Do the community a favor. We're almost done, guys. We got a 1987, 86 Toyota Corolla AE86. All right, so here's your 86 Corolla. It is running a 1.6 liter 4AG AE92 4AGZ oil pump, pistons, crankshaft, and coil system. AE 10120V rods, ported cylinder head, total camshafts and valve springs, 1.5 millimeter head gasket, NGK spark plugs, number 10. Right. I think a lot of people went away from NGK. I think. I don't know why, but I think we've evolved since then. Bosch fuel pump times 2. You got 2 Bosch fuel pumps. You can't have one, you gotta have 2. ATL fuel tank, Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 550cc injectors. There you go. You can put Mitsubishi Lancer's Evo's 550cc fuel injectors on this 1.6 liter 4AG. There you go. I'll just say SARD fuel pressure regulator, a TD05 20G turbo, very popular, HKS wastegate, HPI 8 air filter, custom total create E prime 80 millimeter exhaust piping, and 45 millimeter exhaust manifold. Modified Mazda FD3S intercooler, Citrab oil cooler, Koyo radiator, Nissan Skyline 71C transmission with custom bell housing. All right, OS Jekin super single clutch and flywheel, 391 final gear ratio, Cusco 2-way LSD, Freedom. I mean, these were popular, obviously. Freedom ECU, heard of them. Anepital front suspension, TRD rear shocks, tine springs, TRD stabilizer bars, custom total create E prime strut bar, and 14-point roll cage. There are 14 points to this roll cage. Spot welded chassis, Mazda FD3S front calipers, endless brake rotors and pads. Work equipped 40 wheels with some Advans on it. NA Works front bumper. Custom total create E prime front fenders and rear over fenders. Mercury side skirts. Subaru violet blue paint with an OMP steering wheel. Bridezetta 3 bucket seats, heard of those. And some belt harnesses, Defy meters, and ultra tachometer. So this guy just said, you know what? I'm going to throw everything and then mama at it. If you have a company, I want to buy something and throw it at it, right? Look at this thing. So there's your 1986 Toyota Corolla that's sitting in your garage. Go do something with it. All right? Go do something with it. 1970 Skyline 2000, the GTX, and a BMW 02 making moves. I love this. The 2000 GTX is so clean. I saw one in person at one of the many cars of coffee that I've been to, local to me, and I was like, no way. It just screams Japanese. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. 1970 Nissan Skyline 2000 GTX. It's got a 2.8 liter 12 valve L28 straight 6 engine swap. Mikuni carbs, titanium exhaust, Cusco catch can drivetrain, 5-speed. Oh, the drivetrain is a 5-speed manual transmission, pneumatic air suspension. Ooh, you use on some serious air. Air management integrated into center console, right? So you got probably some switches up in the center console. Some 16x9s in the front, 16x10s in the rear on some Superstar Chevron Racing S1C wheels and with titanium hardware. Whatever. I like it. It's all right. I don't like the camber, but yeah. Proxy tires, custom bumpers, hood, front mirrors, and rear wing. Fender works riveted on over fenders, right? So they're on over fenders. Custom gray paint, custom green leather upholstery throughout. Recaro seats. Recaro, get them while you can, because they're going to be rare now. They're not producing them. Guess what? Now they're going to be rare. So keep your Recaros. Don't jack up the price. Just keep them. All right? Just keep your Recaro seats. Nardi steering wheel, push button start, and titanium shift knob custom roll bar. Moving on to the 75 BMW 2002. I would just pimp this thing. This thing is on bags, right? But I'd just rock it the way it is. Clean. Pneumatic air suspension, air management integrated to the center console, kind of copying what we did on the 2000. Some Toyo tires, restoration paint by this company, Bride Seats. He got Bride Seats. Renowned steering wheel. Custom tan leather and suede upholstery throughout. So got this carrozzeria head unit and speakers. Optima red top battery. Moving on to the four-door 1996 Honda Civic Vario VTI. All right. Got a little things hiding under here. Where we go? Where did we go? Go down, go down, go down. They do have pictures. I didn't even scroll down all the way. All right, hold up, hold up, hold up. Return to article. That's the problem. We're going to go through the pictures. We're going to go through the pictures. We go down. All right. This guy's Civic is a product of Osaka-based tuning shop Tactical Art and was perhaps the most extensively modified Civic in Japan at the time. Created with USDM-inspired aesthetic. Japan? Wanting to do USDM? No way. We want Japan. Japan wants us. Right? 1996 1.8 liter Honda B18C Integra Type R. I think these came in the Japanese version. Passport engine mounts Mugen Jasma 4.1 exhaust. Manifold with a Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold, adjustable cam gears, composite fuel rail, 80mm throttle body, very popular. Alpha Series half-size radiator, can't have a full size, got to get half-size. Cooling hoses, oil cap, radiator cap, blocks racing fuel pressure regulator, negative AN fuel fittings, right? Fuel lines, Tactical Art custom intake pipe. So this company called Tactical Art definitely made their own custom intake pipe. 60mm stainless straight pipe exhaust. Loud. Downstar incorporated engine bolts, accessory hardware, S85 speed manual transmission. K-tuned B-series shifter. Honda S300 Rywire mil-spec engine harness. Tactical Art coilovers with 20 kg front, 18 kg rear spring rates. Custom roll cage, rear speaker deck lid delete. So they got rid of the deck lid in the back on where the speakers are. Function 7 rear subframe brace. Ultralight control arms, Rywire brake line kit, custom steel lines. Some Advans. Front grille from an OEM 1999 to 2000 Vario VIRS. Front bumper, rear bumper trunk, USDM headlights from 99 to 2000. Tail lights, custom carbon fiber canards. Tactical Art XC JP front lip, so they probably manufactured their own for this one. Engine bay repainted in Tactical Art gray, so they made their own gray and said it's Tactical Art. Megadoc XC JP carbon fiber hood, Lamborghini Arancio Ishtar paint, Bride Zeta 3 sport seats, Takata race safety harness, and a Momo steering wheel, NRG steering hub, and a quick release. This combo was popular. Very popular. They had good products. NRG, obviously Momo, but NRG had great steering wheel hubs. So there's that. We're almost done here. And we'll go through the photos. 1994 Nissan 180SX, the S13. Seen this before. Aggressive hood. Look at this. Look at this. These look like Ferrari mirrors. Are they? I might be wrong. I don't know. We'll find out. Tomai 2.2 liter stroker kit. Rising connecting rods. Naprec high response kit. A Trust TD0625G turbo kit. Seen that. Oil cooler, surge tank, Star head bolt, Blitz intercooler. Copper 3-layer radiator. Infinity 90mm throttle body. Got a big mouth on that one. Nismo metal head gasket. A reinforced valve springs. HKS 6-speed H-pattern dog box. All right. If you don't know what that is, there you go. 6-speed transmission. So Nismo Super Copper mixed clutch and a flywheel. The 4.1 final gear. Tomei two-way LSD Apexy Power FC boost controller from Blitz. HKS Turbo Timer. HKS Hypermax. Use some name brands here. IKEA Formula tie rods. We've seen that in plenty of them. Upper arms. KTS tie rods. Right. Everybody upgraded their suspension. Even wow, this guy went with Garage Mag knuckles too. Cusco toe control arms, pineapple urethane subframe facers, R33 GTR 4-piston front calipers. A lot of people went with the brakes on these R30s. 17s in the front, 18s in the rear. Workmeister SR1 wheels in matte black. I love these Workmeisters. I love them. It works, right? I like the S1s though. Those are my dream wheels on the Supra, like this. But I want like blacked out, like black. This Supra gonna be blacked out. This Supra's gonna be blacked out. Toyo Proxy tires with Garage Mag Revolution bumpers. 55 millimeter fronts and rear fenders, so they wind it up a little bit. Seiki Motorsports under panel side fins, Momo steering wheel, can't go wrong with that. Works bell wrap fix 2 quick release. Bride seats, floor mats, Schroth 3-inch belts, Cusco 9-point row bar, and a rear triangle bar pillar bar. Blech. Carbon fiber dashboard and gauges, pivot shift lamp. So that's pretty cool. All right, last build. Ain't got no damn picture up. Anyways, we are gonna go scroll through, and this should be pretty fast. Supra, blah blah blah. The Supra made it in here twice. RX-7s, right? These are the ones we went through. We've already seen these. Okay, here we go. Nice. This is your Mugen. Like I said, it's very sharp in the way this is, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this kit, but it's a Supra. What are you going to do? Deny it? The back end, the front end, very sharp. Here's your interior. Got the roll cage, Sebelt. Look at this. Look at that. Would y'all look at that? Would y'all look at that? All right. Doc VTEC. What a beautiful sight. No good racing steering wheel. A lot going on in here. Roll cage. Foot pad. There's your front end of that Mazda. Totally done up. What a clean build. Look at that. Nothing screams I love cars more than this. Got the Garrett. Top secret wheels. Yep. There's your Supra. Here's that thing. How many of y'all would pimp this. Uh, that'd be dope. What? This thing has 6 Recaros. Oh, this guy better keep these Recaros in his van. He's gonna be sitting on money. They done went broke. Oh, gee. Oh, there's that wagon. Dual mufflers. God, that's crazy. Remember, this is that Honda Accord that was built to be a TSX. Status seats, very clean interior with this design on the seats. K20. K-tuned. K-tuned. Here's more of that Honda. God, I love these freaking Hondas. The engine. Interesting. There's that duckbill on that the GTT. So these aren't GTR fenders. These were the whatever fenders they called them, but these are aftermarket fenders. So they kind of flared out like the GTT. If you look, or the GTR. If you see the GTRs, they have this, like it flares out and kind of does its thing. It works. Not a fan of this duckbill style, but hey, to each his own. Can't hate it. You can read it, just don't hate it. All right. I don't want a dashboard. I want carbon fiber panels everywhere. Say less. I want one seat with a fire extinguisher and nothing else. This guy wanted nothing else. This is your racing setup. This is your racing setup. You don't want nobody else in your car? Put a roll bar, block it all off. It's you, the car, and the performance. Go get it done. Pull this thing out your garage and dump it. Everything in it, dump it out. Get you all that money. Buy you a Recaro seat while they're still available. All right. Who knows? Maybe they're going to just liquidate their... Hey, if y'all find liquidation on the Recaro seats, y'all better hit me up. I ain't doing this for free. The Toyota Treno. That's crazy. All the mods done to this. So cool. Here's your crazy modified RX-7s. These two dudes are like, this dude over here in the black shirt, he's like, I saw not one, but I saw 2 RX-7s. And this guy's like, stop talking. I'm trying to take pictures. In the middle of a busy highway. There's your rotary engines. This is a Japanese Bob Marley. Hell yeah. It's clean. It works. I don't like the splitter, but it works. Skunk 2. Doc VTEC. Can't go wrong with those. Build them out. There we go. 180. Man, I love these 180s. These look like BMW M3 mirrors. I don't know why, but people did that a lot, especially the Hondas. Some bride seats. You know, I would totally gut my Supra and put a racing seat in there, but I got a wife, you know, and I got to take her out sometimes. Right now I don't got AC, but she don't ride in there very often. There you go. SR20. That's it, guys. There's your builds. According to Motortrends, Super Street. We'll probably come across these in a little while when I get to those episodes, but yeah, we're just kind of cruising through these builds back in the day. These are all like 90s, 2000s. So yeah, it's pretty cool. That's gonna be it for this episode. That's the top 20 JDM cars of all time from Motortrend. if you haven't tuned one of these or you don't have one of these, you probably get one and you'll be on the top 20. All right. Peace out. I'm not going to make this video any longer than it has to be.